KRIS6 weather forecast.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. I'm Senior Meteorologist Bill Alexander, and this is a broad look at the satellite radar loop, and you can see very little, if any, cloud material around us now. We do have some low clouds, but look at the monstrous complex of thunderstorms over east central and northeast Texas that continues to move away from us, but it's been associated with a lot of severe weather during the last 6 hours. Now, it left some pretty good rainfall totals up in our watershed before translating north and east. That's good news for us, but very little in the way of rainfall actually on the ground here in the coastal bend. We did make it up to we dropped only to 76 degrees this morning, your low, which is a very summertime number. 87 your high this afternoon, and just 0.02 of an inch of rain officially at the airport. Now, this is what we're seeing across the state. There is some cooler air up in the high plains, 67 there at Amarillo, but you're looking at some rain cooling where the big thunderstorms are in the 70s. Elsewhere, basically in the 80s and 90s, and we're seeing that here as the mercury ranges from a mild to 79 at Rockport to 92 degrees in Falfurrias, and we're looking at these dew points that are just disrespectful. They're in the middle to upper 70s over much of the coastal zones. That's not going to be changing anytime soon. We're going to have to get used to that combination of heat and humidity. And along the coast where the air is a little bit cooler, that's where you've got the fog dropping visibilities even now to 3.5 to 4 miles from Port A up towards Rockport, all that area. We're going to see them drop on off a little bit overnight tonight. In fact, they'll go down to near zero around daybreak, right along the immediate coastline. And then you see that same effect again as you move into Tuesday morning, but it doesn't last long. In fact, there's a disturbance that moves through at about 2 a.m. that sweeps some of that moisture away temporarily. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these things here. Forecast low tonight. Not very. Lower to middle 70s, what you're going to be seeing out there because of the wind, because of the clouds, because of the humidity. It's just not going to get much cooler. And then as you go through the day tomorrow, lower 80s, upper 70s along the coastline, around 90 again in the inland areas. There will be a few little lingering showers as the residual moisture and just enough instability in the air allows those to develop. But the south-southeasterly wind is not going to be overwhelming until you get to the middle of the week and you get these more accentuated sea breeze effects coming on in here, and you start to see the bigger wind numbers here Tuesday afternoon. It gets us downright windy. So the big news, of course, is the heat and humidity with heat index values tomorrow, 95 to 100. You see the same thing again on Tuesday and on Wednesday for that matter. So it's something you'll have to acclimate to if you're spending time outside. Remember to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Partly cloudy and breezy in the coastal waters, and scattered showers and thunderstorms. They're going to be maybe a little less than, I'd say, isolated. But around 80 degrees for your high. Look at the water, though. It's getting warmer again at 77 with a southeast wind at 10 to 20 knots. That'll make for slightly choppy to occasionally choppy bays and 4 to 8 foot seas. By the way, rip current risk tomorrow is moderate. Now you see the clouds bringing just a few little showers out there both tomorrow and on Tuesday, and then that line of showers moves through Tuesday, but it's not going to be really prominent because this system is moving on out. Our next shot of rain will be coming up this weekend, and hopefully that will give us some beneficial rain, but that's going to be Friday and Saturday, just like that. Overnight tonight, in the mid-70s, and you go through the next 7 days, highs in the middle to upper 80s. You will see a few showers and maybe a rumble or thunder early on Tuesday. A lot of wind midweek, and then that good chance of rain Friday night and Saturday.